The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and germs, bald-headed worms? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your not at all humble host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, following me on any and all the social media, or become a Patreon. That way, if you have a suggestion for a band, song, video, something you'd like me to check out, you can hit me up on Patreon, hit me up with a DM, or leave it in the comments below. Remember, no spamming, though. Unless it's actual spam, then there's a P.O. box. You can mail me all the spam you want. Let the post office deal with that. If you are going to leave it in the comments below, become a CONCURPA. All you have to do is give the comments a cursory glance. If you see that your suggestion has already been made, all you have to do is like that original suggestion and below reply with I concur. That'll help my old burnout resin-coated DJ brain get everything into a nice little organized list, and then I can put it into the handy dandy notebook. Also, twice a week, Wednesdays 11 a.m., Saturdays 2 p.m., it is the gathering of the CONCURPAs. 2-hour live stream of fun and frivolity, hanging out, telling stories, and just being a general idiot. It's Wednesdays 11 a.m., Saturdays 2 p.m., the gathering of the CONCURPAs. You definitely want to be there. Before we get started in today's video, thank you to Connect 200, Music to See, and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today's video is coming from a couple of videos, actually. The suggestion is coming from a couple of videos I had done, I think last week or the week before. I had done 2 or 3 not metal videos. So people have been reaching out with various genres and formats of music to pick my brain about. Today is one of them. We're checking out a band out of Atlanta, Georgia, I believe. If you know anything about them, fill me in down below with everything I need to know about Jet Black Roses. I know that they have been recording here in Nashville. That's pretty much all I know about the band. So I'm relying on you, knowledge people of the band, to be my Sherpas and guide me along the way. So today we are checking out a song called Song of a Southern Man by Jet Black Roses. It's the lyric video. Here we go on the Wild Side.
Grandpa didn't talk much. He only spoke in fables. Worked those golden fields where the creek bed flows. A farm on 40 acres, 7 generations buried on that hill, and that's where I'll go. Where the creek bed flows. That's a song, that's a song. And that's the song of a southern man. The railroad came to shut us down, started laying tracks bedclothes.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, man. That is some of the best harmonies I've heard in a long time. There's a lot to unpack here. There really is. This is a very well layered track. Very well built, very well layered, perfectly structured. Just a very powerful tone that's being created through this track. Jet Black Roses, Song of a Southern Man. I'll get everything and make sure it is linked down below. I believe they're on the road right now with, they've been on the road with Collective Soul, Styx, and Sammy Hagar. So they're getting out there, and people are starting to see them, which is good because more people need to see that, not just because of the talent from the band, but there is a resurgence, if you will, almost of the working man tone, the working man sound is you know, the world has gotten to a place where you're starting to hear it in the music again. And that's what this song is really connecting with, lyrically, with tone and theme. But the harmonies really blew me away, and I'll get to that here in just a second. A lot of soul in that. That would be hard to quantify, but easy to format. Meaning, if I worked at a country station, at a rock station, at an Americana station, at a double AAA alternative station, all of them, that song would fit. That is a perfect message surrounded by perfect harmony and layers. So the overall tone, when it first came in, I started thinking Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. And as the song progressed, what it really did is it evoked this retrograde to a sound, to a feeling, to an emotion that's long since been gone. There was a label back in the day called Capricorn, and Capricorn label, the record label, was specifically formed for Southern rock. So you had all of these Allman Brothers, Wet Willie, Molly Hatchet, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Charlie Daniels coming out of this label because they embodied this everyman tone, this connectable, universal tone in their music. It was very relatable. It's since gone away. That song brought it right back. I'm literally thinking, dude, this is a song that I would be playing like driving up to Rose Hill Cemetery to see Dwayne and Barry, right? Like this song drips Southern soul. So it's easy to turn yourself over to it and find your own connection. So what artists do is they write their music from an individual perspective. And the better the artist is, the more universal they can make their personal message. So when you're listening to this song and you hear phrases like Georgia Clay, if you don't know what Georgia Clay is, that's the dirt, that's the soil. It's this red, once you get it stained on your clothes, man, it's done. Talking about sorghum, ask anyone who's ever worked a sorghum field, and they're going to relate to that tone of hopeful melancholy. That is the sound of Southern rock. Southern rock is a very, it's country, it's rock, it's blues, it's mostly soul is what it is. And that song reminded me of, the harmonies in that track reminded me right away of, again, I'm not ranking anything. I'm just saying it reminded me of the Eagles' live Seven Bridges Road from their greatest hits album. But it also reminds me of Mamas and the Papas. I wrote Starland Vocal Band in Orleans. These are classic bands that had perfect harmony. And I mean perfect, regardless of what you think of the music or Starland Vocal Band. The harmony is perfect. And Jet Black Roses capture perfect harmony. And they layer it with such rich and thick textured tone that it envelops you into this comfortable space that you turn yourself over to it. And that's what you want from your music, even if it's music you know or music you're being introduced to. You want to find a thread of familiarity in there. And this song is dripping with familiarity, but also originality and modernity. So really good job by Jet Black Roses to create this layered piece that captures a lot of the things you're preparing yourself to hear when you're listening to music. So very well done by Jet Black Roses. Song of a Southern Man. The message is powerful. The harmonies are just absolutely fantastic. The song is built, and when I mean built, I mean building up to. The way it flows throughout its entirety is absolutely spot on and perfect. Nothing is out of place. There are no sharp edges here, but everything is clean and crisp. So it's got that cutting ability to it that will cut through the pretense and get to that connected line that you're looking for to turn yourself over to it. So good job, Jet Black Roses. Can't wait to see more from them. No wonder you're opening for Sammy Hagar, dude. That is incredible. I bet people walk out of there with goosebumps every night. Good job, Jet Black Roses, Song of a Southern Man. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Again, if you have a suggestion, hit me with a DM. Leave it in the comments. There's many ways to get a hold of me. I am a public figure, so I'm not hiding from anyone. Get me your suggestions. I'll put them in the handy-dandy notebook, and I'm looking forward to more of Jet Black Roses. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See, and of course, Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to watch my video today. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark. That was the Jet Black Roses, and this has been The Wild Side.